Kapla, and welcome to part 17 of my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online on the KDF. So we are now going to go and continue with the Romulan mystery arc, and when we left off, we approached our contact on the Klingon homeworld with a proposal to assist the Remans and the High Council, and he wouldn't back us up into the High Council. So we are instead going to be more honourable and continue to assist the Remans in their rebellion and find out who these mysterious demons of air, whatever they are, who are supporting the Tal Shiar. So I shall let Oversec take it over.
My contacts tell me that the Empire has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand if the High Council is reluctant to engage in a battle that is not theirs. So today I appeal to you, not as a comrade in warfare, but as an honorable warrior. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
We shall accept that mission. Just bear with me. So let's go and find out what happened to the Nopata. So it's over here. No. So, the Nopata system. Let's enter the system and see what the hell is going on. Captain, I'm not reading any active vessels on scanners. There is, however, a debris field nearby. It is clustered around the satellite in orbit of the planet, and the composition of the debris corresponds to with ships that have gone missing in this region. I keep scanning, sir, but it will need to take a closer look before we can determine if there are Thalaron weapons on one of these hulks. The legendary packs go. Let's pick up the hydrogen gas. Let's pick up your materials. Get the other hydrogen gas before we we need a ship. I mean, we're in an extremely maneuverable Raptor, so I'm pretty sure we'll be alright. So let's scan the ship. Captain, I'm not detecting the vessel that Oversec sent us. I'm us to find, but of all the ships in the debris field show signs of being affected by the same thing, a high frequency energy beam that overloaded all of their systems. If the Reman ship was hit by that beam, it might have crashed into the planet surface or gone adrift somewhere else in the system. I'm detecting energy readings from the satellite, sir. If the Reman crew detected them as well, they could have tried to use it to record a distress signal. We will need to be closer before I can attempt to uplink with the satellite's communication array.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Captain, we're stuck. This beam is holding us in like a fly in a spider's web. We've managed to keep the life support environmental systems active, but most everything else is offline. Shields, weapons and engines, nothing works. I'm not detecting any life signs on the satellite, sir, but it is in the compartment with life support. The systems operating the beam might be automated. The chief says we have enough power to have a backup for one transport. Recommend we send a team over to the satellite and find a way to turn the beam off. Ready to beam over to the satellite on your orders, sir. Let's go. Nothing worse than a well, it's a bit of an honourless way to capture a ship. Whoever they are, I will eat their hearts. Copla. Mysterious satellite. Captain, the console here appeared to be in control the beam that is draining power from the Gakmir, but there is a security lock preventing access. We need to find a usable console. Right. You. What have we got here? Oh, some thorium gas. Right, see cargo bay console. This console doesn't appear to be locked like the others. Whoever did this must not have thought that the console used it for inventory control was important. I think I can access the back door into the rest of the satellite's programs from here. I see the problem. The Romulan consoles are causing a lockout to be forcing the satellite's primary processors to run through a series of equations and removing key bits of information from the answers, which causes the process to lock up. If we can solve these equations and input the correct information directly into the consoles, the security lock on the satellite's controls should be released. I've downloaded the corrupted equations onto the console for you to work on. No. No. Yes. Yeah, I'm not doing maths. I sucked up maths. Must be 5 then. Or someone sitting there going, I know this. Captain, we solved the equations that were causing issues in the other consoles. Now we need to plug these correct values into the consoles controlling the security lock, and then we should be able to access all the satellite's major operations. Right, we'll start with this one over here, shall we? Long-range scanners overriding selection algorithm, ship identification program overriding friendly safeties, telemetry data, telemetric data, forcing target selection, firing control, automated actions. Okay, so let's access the targeting system. Captain, this console controls the satellite's targeting functions. I'm not sure if there's a way to disable whatever it is that is disabling the system on our ship, but if we can get these satellites to target something else, we may have a chance of prying our ship free. Access long-range scanners. Okay, yes, make targeting protocol. No objects. Open ship derelict. Captain, the satellite has engaged a piece of debris near the ship. Its stranglehold on us has weakened. It's weaker, but we're not out of the woods yet. Critical systems are stable, but we still don't have the weapons for long-range communications. If I remember correctly, can't do that one. We have to do this one first. Power save mode disengaged. Process priority overridden. Order overwritten. 806-317. Engaged and default restored. Access to power console. The console looks like. I can't leave mine. This console looks like it controls the satellite's power supply. Since we weren't able to free our ship by targeting something else, perhaps we could decrease the power of the satellite's weapon. Then the Gakmek might be able to break free. Try to put in the economical. Restore factory default settings and end the session. Captain, we found that if the Gakmed does not attempt to move or fire at the satellite, we'll be able to engage a lower power version of the beam affecting us. It's almost like the energy saving mode. We can use to our advantage. At least we won't have to worry about life support. We'll hold the ship stable and keep working on boosting power to critical systems while you try to disrupt the satellite's functions and free us. Uranium. Override the operations. Now we have access to the operations console. This console controls the satellite's general operations, Captain. We've managed to minimize the power output of the satellite. I think if we keep at it, we can switch the satellite controls over to a sleep mode that will shut everything down but life support and power. So let's set the station's operational state to off. Captain, systems are coming back online all over the ship. We have weapons, shields, even the replicators are working again. Transporters are standing by, sir, and we can beam you back as soon as you're ready. Turn to the ship. That's a nice short thing. Wait, what? What the? Where am I? It says not right. Now what?
If you fail to comply with command,
Now,
you
make sure
will
you
be
pick up the
punished.
weapon. All of your gear is deactivated, and I won't protect you in there.
I'm a Klingon.
Remember to equip your new weapon.
Warn Batef. Show good dishonor. I shall stain whoever this person's with the weapon given to me by the Emperor.
Has won. Departed Desert Akari entering testing area.
Yeah.
Commencing test 2. Releasing Warrigals now. Proceeding to test 3.
I'm an expert in hand-to-hand combat. Are you sure it's...
1478. Remain in the area for interrogation. Prisoners return to holding area. Failure to comply will result in punishment.
I mean, I may be a Gorn, but you want to put in hand-to-hand combat? You really don't want me to do that. Truly unwise. I was champion standing in the Batef tournament, for Christ's sake. Who the hell are you? Talk to this Patak.
What do you want?
Are you enjoying this?
I do not wish to continue talking with you.
I'm sorry about what I said. Can we continue?
What do you want?
What is your
You
story?
know my story. I'm stuck here in this prison, just like you. That's my story.
Did you do something to deserve to be locked up in here?
I do not wish to continue talking with you.
Really?
I do not wish to continue talking with you. You want to know my story?
That's
I'm
not
stuck here in this prison.
that's not
just
what I
like
meant.
You.
What led to you
That-
being here?
My name is Slamek. I am part of a resistance. Perhaps you have heard of it? About a week ago, I was part of a crew ferrying weapons from one base to another. When we passed through this system, a satellite disabled our ship. It drifted into the planet's atmosphere. I activated the emergency transporter, and a few of us were able to transport to safety before the ship crashed in the desert. We were looking for shelter and a way to contact our people when a group of soldiers found us. They took us here and kept throwing us into the arena. Now I'm the only one remaining. That is all I know.
Soldiers? What kind of soldiers?
I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. They're paid to keep us in cages and look the other way. The night I was brought in, I was interrogated. There were bright lights in my eyes and a synthetic voice asking me questions. Whoever it was took care to conceal his identity.
What was that the first time you were interrogated?
No. I have been questioned by these people several times before. My reluctance to answer their questions earned me this shock collar. Refusal to help them now is quite painful. Interestingly enough, this was the first time I've been questioned about another participant in the arena. They asked how you treated me, and if you had said anything about why you were here. They even wanted to know if I thought we could become friends. Someone thinks you are very important.
Why would they want to know those things?
I have no idea what they wanted with us, or why they make us fight. This all seems like some sort of giant game, but there is no one in the stands to be entertained.
Are there other prisoners being forced to fight?
I think there are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, I have never been able to contact them. We are kept separated and caged, unless we are fighting.
Have you tried finding a way to contact the other prisoners?
I do not wish to continue talking with you.
Oh, you jet. Can't just kill him.
Now I recall. You were working on all those errands when we were attacked. I managed to escape on the shuttle, and some of us signed on with a freighter. As you can see, things didn't work out so well after that. We were transporting a shipment of Thaleron weapons. I know that your people will not use them. We do not want to, but our fight is getting desperate. We needed to do something, anything, that would shift the tide of war. Even if that choice was horrific. I jettisoned our cargo as we were entering the atmosphere. The weapons were completely destroyed. I've seen what Thaleron weapons are capable of firsthand. I could not allow them to contaminate a world not involved in my people's fight.
Any idea who brought you here?
I don't know who was responsible for this place. The trainers and the guards all appear to be mercenaries, without any clue about what's going on. No. I have been questioned by these people several times. I have no idea what they wanted with us, or why they make us fight. I've had several partners in my battles. You are the only one about which I've been questioned. You must have impressed our masters. I know you have impressed me.
Are we the only ones here?
There are others. I hear other fights. If there are other prisoners, the trainers carry key cards. That's the only way I know to get through the defenses.
Do you think we can get one of those cards?
Can I trust you?
Yes.
I can see that we think the same way, friend. A few years ago, I worked as a bodyguard for a Ferengi merchant. He had a talent for acquiring latinum. And during my time with him, I learned a few things. I was able to lift a key card from one of the trainers during my interrogation. If you help me, I think we can overpower the guards and escape through the main door in the arena.
Let's get out of here.
If you fail to comply with commands, you will be punished.
I thirst for victory. Bring it on.
Test scenario 4 activated. A Hala released.
Is this the best you can do?
More help! I'll try to free the other prisoners. You fight the worms!
Bring it, yeah. Pepper squeak. Yum. Who's next?
Enemy targets on sensor.
Use the consoles on the sides of the arena to fight the Elder Worm!
Enemy targets on sensor.
Plah. What's taking you so long with those prisoners, Munshine?
Just like last time. Use the remaining console on the side of the arena to fight the Elder Worm! There's another set of consoles on a metal wall! Use them! I've been hit! I can't continue, my friend! You'll need to protect me!
They'll release the rest of the prisoners. Plah! It's a perfect Gorn fight.
The worm destroyed the metal wall! Run! That's our way out!
What the hell is this place?
Island base? Here? What did they want with us? And what is that device?
Let's find out, shall we? Strange. Access gateway console. It appears that as if whoever created this laboratory has rigged controls to an Iconian gateway. You might be able to pull some information off the logs. Access communications. Access most recent communications. Our master's patience wear thin, have Keith. The time grows short, and still you have not provided all of the species data that they require. Are you having trouble acquiring targets? I provided you with the necessary technology to modify the satellite in an Apollo system, but your little snare is slow. What we need is more test subjects, perhaps a small colony would be enough. I will contact you again when we work out the details. Access transport logs. Accessing last 5 destinations: Napata Base Delta, IW Laval, Brea 3, Dera 4, and Hafa. Listening post Gamma, which we destroyed. Well, actually, he destroyed. Biometric signature mismatch. Access denied. Gateway shut down in 10 seconds. So, Iconian Gateway, eh? The Empire will want to know about this. What's this? Project Decimation. New subject. Captain Takis. Captured from the IKS Gemach. Initial analysis. Subject threat level is high and the risk of escape or intervention is testing is elevated. To notify Colonel Keevan escalate to level 6 trials. Access test parameters. Project goal to develop a matrix of alpha quadrant species. We must determine which species can be pitted against each other and for maximum devastating effects to each. Tests will not be limited to sentient species, as Iconians have technology that will allow us to effectively introduce new flora and fauna to alien worlds. Access research observations. Honoured Master, it will take some time to complete my report, but I have a few personal observations for you that you may prove useful. Please consider them and make them your plans. Humans and Klingons show the greatest proclivity towards fighting when there's no chance of victory. Breaking a Vulcan's emotional control will usually render him helpless. They have no ability to process the emotions that they have zealously suppressed. Borgiorans will fight to the death to defend homes or loved ones, but they may reject a fight that doesn't threaten what they hold dear. Photocytes will detect the betrayal almost instantly, but their telepathic senses can be overwhelmed by extreme pain or violent thoughts. This can allow an infiltrator to escape their notice. The possible wedge to break is the Klingon Empire, maybe the Gorn. More than 77% of the Gorn captives chose to help other Gorn before assisting the Klingon, even if the choice resulted in the death of the Klingon. Horizons are formidable in the single combat, but their fractured society reduces their threat level significantly. I've been unable to separate a Trill symbiote from the host for separate study. 2 attempts to implant a symbiont in the host of another species has failed, but both the symbiote and the host died within hours. Indeed, are quite interesting. I requested more time to study this race in greater detail. Access records on prisoner 1478. That's the guy behind us. Captured long arm with a small group of Reman soldiers by Desert Patrol. Interrogation inconclusive. Recommend use of holographic conditioning. Single combat test. Subject is wounded in 4 occasions but survived all tests. Recommendation: prisoner 1478 may be suitable subject for team testing or alternative study. Forward data to Colonel Keith evaluation. They've contacted me again. My associates have 2 tasks for me now. First is the destruction of the Remans. I understand their anger. The Remans are attempting to rise above their station. Their mind as slaves and need to respect their betters. Taris was able to control them, but after Starfleet captured her, the surviving Remans developed delusions of self-worth. This troublemaker who calls himself Obsec, who is he to tell them that they can be free? Does the beast of burden have to fight to choose his own destiny? If the problem were not so irksome, it would be almost comical. I will present Obsec's broken corpse to the Iconians in tribute, and they will reward me richly for my loyalty. The second task will take more effort. The Iconians want data. They want the species of the Alpha Quadrant tested until they break. They want to know their weaknesses and how to exploit them. They want to see their strengths and how to destroy them. I will admit that I take no little pleasure in this task, but it was quite entertaining to make some of those self-righteous humans turn on each other, or push those blistering bigots from Kronos until he begs for death. And the Vulcans. I make Vulcans weep, and I will savour each tear. I know of an abandoned Coliseum in the Parta system. We can find a way to lure test subjects there, and it will take time and effort, but I am confident I can do what the Iconians want. What a jackass. I will definitely look forward to reaping my revenge upon him. Right, so we're now in the desert.
Watch out. There are Romulan Scorpion fighters overhead. They're looking for us. We need to move quickly and smartly to avoid detection. I recommend we head to the east. See that mountain in the distance? My ship crashed on the other side. It may have something we can use to signal your vessel. The search for us will only get more intense the longer we stay here. We need to get away from the arena as quickly as possible.
Okay, keep your hair on, Moonshine. Or do things my bloody way.
Rule 139. Wives serve, brothers inherit.
There's a fighter heading straight for us. Quick, take cover in those dark rocks over there and wait for it to pass. Stay still and wait for that fighter to pass overhead. If we are fortunate, they won't detect us. They didn't see us. Let's move on. I can't go on. My injuries from the arena are too painful. We need to find a place to rest for a moment.
What, while they're passing overhead? I see no honour in this. Just kill you if I feel like it. Right, from you.
Forgive me, my friend, but the pain... I need to rest, just for a moment. My wounds are agonizing. I fear the worm's venom may have infected me. The pain is excruciating. My vision is blurred, and my blood burns in my veins. Before we were captured, my science officer said that the local plants here have medicinal qualities. Please, I need your help. Find something to ease my suffering. I need something to disinfect my wound. Something to treat my fever. And anything that will ease my pain. Thank you, my friend. I know that I would have died today if it weren't for you.
I'll see what I can find. This plant has an anesthetic qualities. It won't be as strong as anything you found in the med bay on the Gafmech, but it will take the edge off Simic's pain. That might be enough to get him on his feet again. This type of plant grows in the shade. Look for the sides of hills and cliffs. This plant would work as an amphibic. It should help alleviate his fever. Unfortunately, this peculiar plant doesn't look healthy, and you will need to be getting some sap, much sap. You will need to find a robust sample of this plant before you can treat some injuries. This type of plant likes sunny and windy. Look for the tops of hills and mountains. Yes. This plant looks like it would work as a disinfectant. It should be strong enough to clear out whatever infection Semic might have picked up from the arena, but we would need to sample this from the type of plant in order to deal with an injury as severe as Semic's. This type of plant grows in the washes of the desert. Look for large flat areas. plant gathering. Klingon warrior does not do this bollocks. I'll just kill him. Get him out of my hair. Probably need him for his ship. This is most irritating. Romulans are bloody blind. That's probably why their empire collapsed. Let's treat this idiot so we can get moving.
Thank you, my friend. I'm feeling better now. I think I can continue.
Damn well better me, otherwise I'm gonna eat you.
Now that we're in the canyon, we shouldn't have to worry about the fighters anymore. Just the local wildlife. Keep your eyes open.
You ever been to Gorn? I am a predator. Why am I shot, you jackass? Bloody hell. I shoot. I shoot. Who here is the Klingon warrior? Exactly. Respect my fartar. That moon's pretty close. Looks nice though.
The weather isn't going to hold out for too much longer. We should look for a place to spend the night. I've noticed that there are things we can gather along the way to make our night more pleasant. The search patrols are moving on. We will not survive a night in this desert. We need to find shelter and safety. If we can scavenge provisions to create a camp, we'll have a better chance of reaching the wreckage of my ship alive.
What do we need?
The temperature is dropping. If we don't find warmth, we risk hypothermia. We can't use a phaser on the rocks here to heat them. They're too porous. We will need firewood. Look to the dry plants. If we can collect tinder, kindling, and logs, we will be able to create a fire that will last through the night.
I don't have a phaser here. I have a disruptor. Federation babies use bloody phasers, not Klingon warriors. Anyway, I'm cold-blooded. Don't worry about the bloody cold. I would just shoot him, but I guess I'm not supposed to.
That should last us through the night. Let's get into this cave before the temperature drops anymore.
Anyway, I'm cold-blooded, and you're a Reman. You lived on the dark side. You lived on the dark side of Remus. You're adverse to light. That means it would have been bloody cold. So why the hell do we need to? We can just carry on through. We don't need bloody rest. I'm a lizard. You're an idiot.
The temperature is dropping rapidly now. This cave should protect us from the elements. I've done some exploring. It looks like this cave continues when the sun rises. Side of the mountain. We could save time and energy by using the passage instead of trying to find a path over the mountain. Excellent. The passage saved us hours. This could be a good day. Let's find my ship. My ship isn't far from here. I think I can make out smoke from the wreckage on the horizon.
Today is a good day to die.
There she is. She wasn't much to look at, but she was ours. And when we were flying through space, we were free. Perhaps she can help us one last time.
Possibly. For your sake, it better. Otherwise, I'm going to kill you. You thought what the Romans were doing to you was bad. I didn't tell you I sharpened my teeth on you.
We should check to see if the emergency beacon survived the crash. But in the likely event it didn't, we might be able to piece together some components to create a makeshift emergency beacon.
There's no way this vessel will ever fly again. The damage done by the fall through the planet's atmosphere is severe. If the emergency distress beacon wasn't vaporized in the crash, it's probably buried under 30 meters of rock and sand, like the Singularity Drive and cargo bays. You do, however, find a backup generator there with a minuscule amount of energy left. If you had the right components and you think you can construct a makeshift subspace beacon and contact your ship, you wouldn't be able to do anything more than transmit a few pulses to let your crew know where you are, but it should do the trick. I have to go and hire energy for this. Okay, let's get this communication array working and get the hell out of here, Samick. Cool. Let's go. What the actual fuck?
Did you think you could run from me? There is no place where I cannot find you. My spies are everywhere. Prisoner 1478, take your place. You did your job admirably. It is good to know at least one Reman understands who is the master and who is the slave. The loss of the listening post was a minor setback. The Reman's refuge in the Dera system has been destroyed. Dozens of subjects have been tested in my arena. When the Iconians return, they will find I have done all they have asked, and more. But you will not be there on that dreaded day. This tiresome game ends now. You could have been such a fascinating test subject, but this time, no. This time I think a more direct approach is best. Ready? Aim. No!
Never underestimate Klingon. You underestimate Klingon guile, Hakif. You one-eyed prick. Try to load a quadrant no longer exists. Cyberlorum sector is long gone these days. Anyway, let's return to OSEC.
I apologize for Slamic's action. I had no idea there was a traitor in our midst. If his actions caused harm to you or your crew, forgive me. That was not my intent. However, your trip to the Nopada system was not in vain. Now you see. Now you know. Hakiv is a pawn of a greater power. The demons of air and darkness are here. You should report to your superiors. Tell them what you have seen here. Open their eyes to the dangers that lurk in the shadows.
Congratulations, Captain.
I guess I'm gonna have to, ain't I? See if we can.
Klingon intelligence has completed its analysis of the data you recovered in the Nopada system.
Hakiv had an arcane gateway. Episec was right.
Hakiv had a working Iconian gateway? Finally, the pieces of the puzzle start to fall into place. We know that the Iconians survived the destruction of their homeworld. Now we know that they are active in Romulan space, and apparently using these gladiatorial combats as a way to test the species of the Alpha Quadrant. Klingon intelligence will analyze the data you recovered from Hakiv's command center. I must confer with Chancellor Jimpok. We have fought one ancient enemy, and one. If the Iconians seek conflict with the Empire, we will destroy them as well.
Well, I killed the Fakiri. So, cutting the cord will be in the next episode. So, thank you very much for watching. And I shall see you in part 18. Sure, it's part 18. Yeah, part 18, cutting the cord, where we will take the fight to a cave. Thank you very much for watching. And Coppola, stay safe. And live long and prosper. if you come all the way to the end of this and survived, please feel free to comment, and also drop a like and a sub. Thank you very much, and goodbye.